another episode of New to Me. I'm Stephen Michael Zach. And today we are taking a look at this impact arm. This is the impact adjustable pole with socket and fixed ends. The model number on this is the LS-3SAP, and these things are fantastic. They cost about $24.95 if you can find them, because they are a little bit hard to find. But let's jump over to the workbench and check it out. Okay, so here we are with the impact arm, and this is the LS-3SAP, and this is a fantastic arm. It will run you about $24.95, which is incredibly inexpensive, and it is made out of aluminum, and you do get a nice riveted end piece here, so it's not going to come out anytime soon. It feels absolutely solid. And now the connections here and the knobs are made out of plastic, but they're pretty decent plastic. This thing goes from 20 inches to 34 inches, and it is pretty rock solid at that. Now, the Manfrotto, Manfrotto makes one as well, but it's actually shorter. It's like 32 or 33.5 something. It's also more expensive and heavier. I prefer these just because they're more lightweight and I can travel with these. Now, you do get a nice rock solid end here, which is all metal. And of course, the spigot here is your normal run-of-the-mill spigot. It's a little bit lighter than most spigots, but I don't mind it. Any cutting down on the weight, because I do travel with this, is greatly appreciated. Of course, you can stick it in either side, and it just attaches really nice. And then you spin this in, and again, the connection is very rock solid. You're not going to have a problem with this. Now, this is a great tool, and again, I do have these hanging in my studio. I have my foam core flags hanging from them. I have actually I have magic arms on here with smaller clamps, and then on the other end, I use this $20 super clamp, also by Impact. And together, this makes a fantastic tool because you can take this anywhere. For 45 bucks, this is something everybody should have. I have used this to hang diffusion. I've used it to hang lights, small mini lights like the bowling or lights like this. I've even put a Forenza 60 from Nanlite on this. Your small to mid-range lights, this should have no problem holding, especially when you have the super clamp. I've used this as a boom pole. I've boomed lights over people. I've actually put my camera on this and used this as a tripod and clipped it to a table. And I like to take this whole thing with me, and I could just throw it in my suitcase. And it's a great thing to have. I could just, because I could attach lights or my camera literally to anything in the hotel room. And it really is a very, very handy tool together or each on its own. So that's it. Let's jump back over to the main table for my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on this is a fantastic thing to have in your kit, whether you're putting it up on a C-stand or a regular light stand, whether you want to hold a lightweight light, or you want to hold some diffusion, or even use this as a boom pole or a tabletop tripod, which I have done. These things are fantastic. I have 3 of these holding the foam core flags in my studio, attached to super clamps. And they have been rock solid. And this one will probably go right above me with the new light and a microphone. So all in all, a great buy if you can get them. Now, I do like this over the Manfrotto because it is 20 inches to 23 inches, which is much longer. And it just feels, the Manfrotto one's a little bit heavier and a little bit shorter and more expensive. So all in all, a great thing to have in your kit. I highly recommend it. Those are my thoughts, but I want to know yours. So leave your questions and comments in the notes below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to mash that bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links in the description as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and this is New to Me.